Seb, I don't think she's with you like for looks.
Joker.
The Joker!
For you. So how you feeling now, funny guy?
The shade is real and people are being petty. It's oh my god, it's interesting. Anyway, hey there, it's Valerie again. Welcome back. So in this episode I'll be reviewing Too Hot to Handle, season 4, episode 7. And the shade is just, oh my god, I live for shade. I live for petty shade. I don't live for, people being mean spirited, but this sort of shade I love. Anyway, so they wake up, everybody wakes up in the resort and they start asking, did anyone break the rules? Did anyone? And it seems everybody's on their best behavior because now they have watches that will allow them to kiss whoever they're in a partnership with. So I think this is why they are more well behaved. And I think Lana, because everything seems settled and everybody sort of seems to be getting along, she decides to call them to the cabana and let them know that there will be two new more people coming in, and they will be going on a date with one of the girls and one of the guys. Um, Obviously the girls are excited when they hear that Sean is coming in, and the guys are also excited, but not as excited as the girls because they know that Imogen is coming in. I like Dominic. I said this. Dominic is the comedy. She's the commentator I didn't know we needed for this season. So she's looking forward to the drama between all the couples because of what happened the last time two new people came in. Kayla is very anxious because she's worried that the new girl is going to go after Seb, and Seb he's anxious that the guy is also going to go after Caleb because they're worried about their partnership. And my guy Nick is okay with it. He says, I can't contain Jawa, so whatever happens, happens. But you can tell everyone is nervous. James is worried because he says, I've just got Britain back. I can't be losing her. And Britain threatens to kill the person who goes after James. So it's revealed that Imogen has chosen to go on a date with Creed, and Sean has chosen Kayla, which I sort of understand, but I don't understand. I don't understand. I've said this. I don't understand the hype about Zeb. I don't understand the hype about Creed. I don't. I don't know what the blonde hair. I don't know. I don't. I don't get it. Anyway, so it's revealed who's going on a date. They're told to go and get ready. Kayla and Creed go off to get ready, and the rest of the participants, just hang around. Before they leave the cabana, Sophie has a conversation. She sort of questions Flavia. Are you sure you trust Creed? Because the last time I trusted Creed, look at what happened. And you're going to be and Flavia's, oh well, we have a connection. It's a lot different from yours. So I do trust him. I know he's going to do the right thing. And it's like, really? Have you seen Creed? Have you seen how he behaves around girls? When he came in, he was chasing after Kayla. When that failed, he chased after Sophie. When he didn't get what he wanted from Sophie, he came after you. And now that a fourth girl has come in, he is definitely going to chase her, and there's nothing you can do about it. Reveals to Seb and Flavia that there is a red button that they're free to press at any time or during the date, and once they press that, that means the date comes to an end because the red light will come on onto their partner's watch. That's because it's a test of their trust or faith in their partner. At first, they're shown, the pictures of the people that their partners are going on a date with, and it's totally different. Kayla's gone on a date with this black guy. He's quite good looking, and Creed has gone on a date with an Australian girl. So Seb is shaking, and you can also tell that Flavia is shaking because of the fact that she Imogen is Australian as well, and it was surprising that everybody tried to sort of pacify and sort of comfort um, Seb more than they did Flavia. I don't know whether it's because they didn't want to offend Sophie since they all came in at Sophie or what happened there. He was very anxious, Seb. So, he has a right to feel intimidated because Sean is totally the opposite of what he is. And Kayla has made it known that she likes black guys because she was initially interested in Nigel. And then when Nigel tried to play her, that's when she left him and went for Seb because he was a safety blanket. And now she's got feelings for Seb. And on their dates, it was interesting. I thought Kayla would be a bit standoffish and she wouldn't really appear as interested as she appeared to be because she was flirting with Sean. She was feeding him strawberries and fruit and stuff. And I was surprised that, oh, okay. I thought you'd have been more, hands off. He did the same with her. They were, and then I like the fact that the guys fell on the floor when it was revealed that, because Seb said, I know Kayla loves me for me, and I think was trying to hint at the fact that because he's a jokester and stuff, that's why she likes him. And then it was revealed that Sean is also a jokester, and Nigel fell on the floor. He was laughing his laughter. I felt sorry for Seb, really. I felt sorry because Nigel, I think, hasn't really shown it out loud that he's not happy that Seb took Kayla from him, and I think this was his revenge because he wanted Seb to go through what he went through when he lost Kayla. So because the way he laughed in his confessional, he fell on the floor laughing, and it was funny, but he didn't need to be that petty. And James, on his part, was just laughing quietly in the corner because it didn't affect him. It was nothing to do with Britain, so he was happy with that. So after they finished feeding each other's fruits, they still continue to question. Alana kept telling them, okay, they initially showed the picture, and then they told them, about the person's character, and then from there, the third challenge was the fact that they had to give each other a massage, and you could see Seb couldn't handle the fact that this guy was going to be touching Kayla. So as soon as it was revealed that they were starting their massages, he sort of stood up to try and press the button, and everybody had to try and sort of deter him from that. And then he asked for time, went off to think, and then came back and just immediately pressed. I think because he knew that had he left her with Sean, she would have fallen for Sean, and her head would have been turned, and it would have been difficult for him to turn her back. And so I understand that bit. Whereas Creed, Flavia, I think, was trying to prove a point not only to Creed but to Sophie because Sophie had questioned the validity of her relationship with Creed. So she wanted to make Sophie feel bad and sort of show her that her relationship was stronger and she had more faith in Creed. So Creed. He got there. He got excited because she was Australian. He was asked, "What do you look for? What's your type?" He explained Imogen to a T. Australian, dark hair, light eyes, and you could tell he was flirting with her. You could tell he was interested in her. Fed her fruits, and then the next thing he's jumping on her back and massaging her bum and stuff, and it's just like, Creed, you've barely got out. You haven't even got out of the doghouse with Sophie because of how obsessed she is with you. You're moving on to do the same thing to Flavia. I don't think it makes sense. And Imogen, you could see that he really was interested in her, and so she was excited about that, and she knew his head was going to turn. They got back to the resort and it was revealed, Kayla. I was surprised though that Sophie was the first one to tell Kayla what happened and why her date ended early. And Kayla, on her own, she didn't really seem upset about it. She was just so relaxed. And when she had this conversation with Seb, she was like, I understand you, pressing the buzzer. So I understand the fact that I myself was struggling. So I'm happy that you pressed the buzzer and stopped me from being tempted. And I want you to know that he's no, you are it for me. And so I am happy for them. There are the toxic couple. I expected more drama from them with all this whole Sean, Seb, Kayla business, but there was surprised there was nothing. I think there's going to be a lot more drama with the Creed, Flavia, and Imogen Triangle because when Creed came back, he was holding, she was, clinging to him, and they explained to everybody that um, Imogen is is him in a female form, and it's like why. Even the other girls shouted that that's disrespectful. That's very disrespectful, and this is why I don't. He's very immature, and I think Flavia mentioned it before that he's very immature. I wish Flavia had focused on somebody else. Creed is not it. I think she liked the fact that she was able to turn Creed's head from Sophie, but I don't think Creed is it for her. I think she would have been better off with Ethan or somebody else. But then it's me. I digress. Anyway, with James is on cloud nine because he and Sophie are back in each other's good graces, and so they're sort of working on their relationship. They're happy. And it's sad that we don't really get to see much of Dominic, Nigel, because they're not in any sort of partnership. I think that's why we rarely see them. Even Ethan, we really didn't see much of him. So when Taylor and Sean came back, I was disappointed because as soon as he came back, if you've watched Love Island, you'll notice if you'll remember what he has. the one was saying, my black queen, and then he played Serenity. This is the same thing that Sean is trying to do because as soon as he came, he went, "Oh, I like my black queens," and it's like, if you like your black queens, why did you choose Kayla as your date? Why didn't you choose Jawa? Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. And Jawa, you could see she got excited when he says, "I like my black queens," because she raised her hand up and you could see that poor Nick was becoming nervous, and she was sort of flirting with him and looking at him. And so I am very, very concerned in the sense that I'm not saying people should date outside of their race. I believe love is love. Whoever you love, that's it for you. And but I think I don't know Sean. I don't know how he's going to present himself, but I don't think he could treat Jawa any better than Nick has all along because Nick, from the moment he came in and the guys asked him, he said his eyes were set on Jawa. He hasn't turned for anybody else. So I would be very heartbroken if suddenly her head turned for Sean. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye, everyone.